they are feared for their power in attack. We talk about Mexico's lack of offense as they have not scored yet but one goal in 396 minutes of soccer. They've also not conceded in 280 minutes of international football. As we kick off Confederations Cup action here in Maracanã, the site of the final of this tournament. In Group A, it's Mexico and Italy, alongside Alejandro Moreno. Fernando Paloma with you. As Héctor Moreno will play the ball, with Mario Balotelli so close to him. The idea, the intention to begin the match for Claudio Cesare Prandelli, Alejandro, to pressure the well-played ball from the back from the Mexican side.
Well, it's very clear that Italy does not want Mexico to get into a rhythm. You press higher up the field, try to get possession on the ball, and once you have possession of the ball, you get Andrea Pirlo, and he is the puppet master.
There's Claudio Marchisio, Mario Balotelli, and look for Abate on the other side. Aquino has to drop back to get that one. Nice back heel by Jerry Flores. Making his third consecutive start, Flores is.
And Gerardo, Jerry Flores wasn't even in the initial squad. Remember, he gets into the Mexican national team because Oribe Peralta is hurt, gets a late call-up, and now has become a man trusted by Chepo de la Torre.
Only his 6th international for the Cruz Azul. Right back, here's Javier Aquino, former teammates. Now Aquino playing at Villarreal with De Siglio, the youngster from Milan. Dispossessing him of the ball. Quickly, Mexico's ball again as Giovanni Dos Santos plays it for Chicharito. Here's Guardado, looking for the shot on goal. Carlos Salcido opens his self as an option on the left side, but Guardado decides to make this the first shot on goal, 2nd minute of the match. As it seems that ball took a deflection or not. No, it'll be a goal kick for Italy. Download the ESPN FC app for your smartphone device to receive Confederations Cup in progress alerts, including video clips of every goal and key match moments. Salcido with a throw-in. Chicharito draws back to give it back to Salcido. This will be Mattia De Siglio's ball for Gigi Buffon. Zavala with the header, now Chiellini. Gerardo Torrado with the foul. As we take a look at Giovanni Dos Santos. Came in the last minutes of that draw against Costa Rica last Tuesday at Estadio Azteca. The 3rd consecutive scoreless draw for Mexico at home in CONCACAF qualifying. Daniele De Rossi and the ball that sails out of bounds.
And Fernando, going back to Giovanni Dos Santos, he is as talented a player as Mexico has in this roster, but he has to be able to be influential and impactful in the final third in order for Mexico to be able to break down a well-organized Italian back four.
Balotelli got it back from Claudio Marchisio. Daniele De Rossi doing well to hold on to that ball. Offsides, it's Emanuele Giaccherini. Player that can move all across the field in behind Mario Balotelli. Looked as the wrong call by the assistant referee on the far side.
Both Giaccherini and Marchisio will look to place interchange, the level of activity and how much mobility they provide for this team in that attacking third will determine how successful Italy can be.
Horrible pass, and here's Balotelli trying to flick it over the crossbar. It goes as Massa Rodriguez got completely sidetracked on what he was supposed to do. He left it all for Mario Balotelli to shoot on goal.
Silly, sloppy mistake by Francisco Javier Massa Rodriguez. And Balotelli had more time, more space in front of him. Giaccherini coming on the right side of him. Perhaps an opportunity for Balotelli to go one-on-one in front of Héctor Moreno and then force the issue, put pressure on Moreno, and lay the ball off to Giaccherini as he's making the overlapping run.
Zavala in the middle of the field. Chicharito Hernandez. As Andrea Pirlo was trying to get a hold of that ball. Here's Jerry Flores. Looking for an option on the right side. Javier Aquino. The give it with Chicharito. Nice play with Giovanni Dos Santos. It forces Giorgio Chiellini to pull out of his back line. A silent pass that went nowhere for Mario Balotelli. Jerry Flores. Aquino. Flores again. Well composed. 1-2. Touches by Mexico. Made on well as well in midfield by the Italian side. Mattia De Siglio. Pirlo. De Rossi. Barcelli. Ignacio Abate. Both fullbacks play for Milan. Both center backs in that back four play for the recently crowned Juventus. As does Andrea Pirlo. Emanuele Giaccherini. Stolen away by Zavala, who quickly gives it back to the Azzurri. Chiellini again. De Siglio. Riccardo Montolivo. Giaccherini. Montolivo on the left side as Balotelli is looking for the ball. Montolivo, Balotelli. Corona again. Corona with a big save for Mexico. As Balotelli was looking to open up the score. It's José de Jesus Corona to deny him.
Good place interchange on the left-hand side by Italy with Montolivo getting in behind. Mexico does not track the runner. Good run into the box by Balotelli. And then a tremendous save by José Jesus Corona, who has by far been the best player that Mexico has showcased in the World Cup qualifiers so far in 2013.
You think about every game that Mexico has played in the hexagonal, and you think about a one key moment for Corona in any particular game so far. Things could definitely be worse for Mexico if it not were for the interventions of the 32-year-old keeper from Cruz Azul.
He's been fantastic in the qualifiers. He's shown a confidence and a command of his box. What he knows, how good he is and how solid he's been.
All space for Giaccherini again. Going inside on Flores. Giaccherini's shot goes wide. Goal kick for Mexico. Forget about that composure I was talking about. Now it's Italy's turn to control the game.
Good reaction save by Jesus Corona. Good contact by Balotelli. But Corona, not only a good reaction save, but he's able to parry the ball away. No chance for the rebound for the Italian team.
As Massa Rodriguez tracks back. Corona, one of 8 players on the squad that won last year's gold medal, as Balotelli's shot is parried by Corona, who does well to kick it out of bounds, and it once again is Corona the savior. Again, 8 players on this squad that won the gold medal last year in London. Corona, the starting goalkeeper.
You see Mexico struggling with the place interchange of Marquisio, Giaccherini, and Balotelli. When Marquisio and Giaccherini go inside, go outside, Mexico's back four is not able to stay with them, keep track of them, and now Giaccherini is creating issues for Gerardo Jerry Flores.
Corona's ball goes out of bounds, and Italy trying to come on the attack again. 9th minute of the first half here at Maracanã Stadium. Nice back heel by Giaccherini. Montolivo does well to get away from the referees marking in that spot. Aquino, Flores. Italy putting the pressure now. Salcido in the middle. His through ball is short, met on by Mattia De Siglio. De Rossi. De Siglio again with Pirlo. And that's what Chepo de la Torre does not want to see. Pirlo sitting 5 yards in front of the midfield into Mexican territory. Andrea Barzagli with De Rossi. Back for Barzagli again. Back De Siglio for Montolivo. De Rossi. Abate. Claudio Marquisio's back heel. Recovered by Andres Guardado. As Salcido, we see him now moving to the middle of the field a little bit more. Torrado. Guardado has to track back to get that ball. Salcido again. Had played all throughout Chepo de la Torre's reign as a holding midfielder, and just recently moved back to his original fullback position as Giovanni Dos Santos tries to beat Ignacio Abate. No foul called on that one as Guardado shot off the crossbar. Guardado with a shot in Mexico wakes up in the 11th minute. I think Buffon might have had a touch on that one. Mexico is here at Maracanã.
And Alexis Lalas talked about toughness and character and some of the things that this Mexican team has lacked. You see a little bit of fight there from Giovanni Dos Santos. The service back to Andres Guardado and a good reaction save by Gianluigi Buffon.
It's Guardado's time to shine here at Maracanã. Missed so far every time we've had a chance to do any Mexican national team games at Azteca Stadium. Chiellini does well to intercept that ball that was intended to meet Chicharito as Balotelli's right-footed shot goes over the crossbar.
It does seem like Gianluigi Buffon touches the ball just enough to get it off the crossbar.
All that created by a Carlos Salcido, who's been playing way upfield from his left foot fullback position. There he is again. As the referee Enrique Oces signals a handball on Gerardo Torrado.
It's important for Mexico, though, that early on you show endeavor going forward, that you rid yourself of the questions and doubts that have surrounded you going to the qualifiers or coming from the qualifiers, and that you showcase who you are as players, that everything just comes natural to you. So far for Mexico this year, everything's been forced. Everybody's trying to do too much, and the pressure has been too much for them to handle.
Massa Rodriguez having a hard time getting that ball and making this one turn into something positive for Mexico. As Ricardo Montolivo looking for Giaccherini was offsides. Referee kept the flag down. Chicharito's fouled by Mattia De Siglio. Youth being served as well on this Italian side with the likes of Mattia De Siglio. Player who uses the revered number 2 shirt at Milan. Before him used by Marco Tassotti, I should say, and Brazilian Cafu. Well, as Ignacio Abate gathers it, Daniele De Rossi. Mario Balotelli runs past Carlos Salcido. Chiellini is in the box. Balotelli's pass behind Claudio Marquisio. Well done by Javier Aquino. Be playing club football at Villarreal next season, just as he did towards the end of this year. Javier Aquino, Villarreal won promotion in Spanish Primera División. One of the teams to go down was Giovanni Dos Santos Mallorca. They'll be playing in 2nd division, relegated after last season.
And there you see from Javier Aquino a little bit of flair, a little bit of swagger in the middle of midfield. Far more than we've seen from any of the Mexico games that we've called earlier this year. As the game gets stretched and you see a Mexican national team that is more confident, then you'll see the true talent of the attacking players from Mexico.
We've been talking about Mexico's lack of confidence, lack of good results, but they are in the last 13 matches. Just one. Here's Dos Santos. It hits the wall as Balotelli comes out of the wall. Maza Rodriguez over to Carlos Salcido. Barzagli was covering Salcido. His cross is short, met on by Daniele De Rossi's header, and here's Italy in the counter. Giaccherini is 3 against 2. If he crosses, far post is Balotelli. Giaccherini. Right there is Pirlo. Brought down in the box. Also says nothing. No penalty for Italy, as Pirlo cannot leave it. Aquino now. Chicharito. Giovanni looking to cross. No. Short for Aquino.
So far, a lot of rhythm, a lot of tempo to this game. Back and forth, both teams with endeavor, commitment to get forward, and more importantly, for both, with ideas as to what they want to do in attack.
Enrique Ose signals a foul on Matías De Siglio. We'll take a look at that one first, as we still think of the play inside the box that saw Andrea Pirlo going down on the ground. Ignacio Abate. As Balotelli. This is the 12th match between these two sides. Mexico having won 1. And that came in the last time they met, back in a friendly match played before South Africa's 2010 World Cup. The game being played in Belgium. A 2-1 victory for the Mexican side.
And even though Italy has beat Mexico 6 of those 12 meetings.
Look out for Balotelli. Does well to keep play. Balotelli's shot denied by Andres Guardado as Balotelli stays on the ground. Mexico comes on the attack with Chicharito. Guardado again. Give and go with the referee. He'll take it. Chicharito. Giovanni playing on the left side. Short pass to Guardado as Zavala and Aquino are asking for the ball. Zavala right in the edge of the box. De Sigli all alone. Matías De Siglio. His pass met by Giaccherini. He goes back to Chiellini. Andrea Pirlo now. The tempo of the Italian side. Looks for Claudio Marchisio, who's dispossessed right on midfield.
Just going back to the head-to-head meetings, it's been 20 years since Italy beat Mexico in a game where, played in Florence, Italy beat Mexico 2-0 with 2 goals by 2 legends of the game, Roberto Baggio and Paolo Maldini.
Here's Guardado with another shot. This one sails wide. That's the last time Italy beat Mexico. 1993. They've met 3 times since. As here's once again the play on Pirlo.
That looked a lot like a penalty kick. Once he cut back and Guardado had lunged, did not reach the ball, clearly trips Pirlo. It seems like
they're off. And 2 are defenders. Paulo Cannavaro, who lifted the World Cup in 2006, and you were talking about the legendary number 3 from AC Milan, Paolo Maldini. Carlos Salcido. Again, we've seen more back passes from Chicharito and in midfield than him playing the ball inside the box, where he's definitely lethal. Chiellini. De Rossi. Claudio Marchisio. Abate. Montolivo. De Rossi. Giaccherini. Lost the ball, and Hector Moreno with a short pass for Gerardo Torrado. Here's Giovanni Dos Santos. Chiellini following his tracks as Chicharito Hernandez will go one-on-one with Barzagli. Soft shot for Gigi Buffon. Terrible shot by Chicharito.
And that's where Javier Chicharito Hernandez simply does not have the quality. It was a time for him to deliver a pass, and it's something that he doesn't feel very comfortable. He's comfortable inside the box, making runs off the ball and getting on the end of deliveries and crosses. When he has to play make, then it becomes very difficult.
De Rossi, Pirlo, Balotelli. And it was because of Chicharito Hernandez's defensive efforts that that ball did not land on Mario Balotelli's foot as comfortable as he would have wished. Salcido. Andrés Guardado. Salcido and Massa Rodriguez played to Jerry Flores. Zavala. Back from Aquino. Here's Emanuele Giaccherini. Interrupting the Mexican play as Daniele De Rossi plays it short to Andrea Pirlo. Ignacio Abate. Pirlo again. Montolivo. Trying to do away with Javier Aquino. Decides to pass it to Mattia De Siglio. As Salcido was all alone. It's poorly deflected ball becomes the first corner kick of the match.
De Siglio anticipating a run into the box by Mario Balotelli. Balotelli pulls up his run, was not getting to the box, and Carlos Salcido is not able to deal with the cross properly. And a set piece, a dangerous set piece for Italy.
Here's Pirlo as Corona is the first one to meet with Pirlo's corner kick. Something we've seldom seen on the Mexican side while playing in CONCACAF is that long ball from the keeper, be it now as a long kick or a goal kick even. All done because of Italy's pressure.
Yeah, Mexico's having a difficult time holding on to the ball in the middle of midfield. And really that's the strength of the Italian team with Pirlo, Montolivo, as well as De Rossi. They're able to dominate the pace and the tempo in the middle of midfield. Once they have that possession, then they look to spring passes to Balotelli.
Here's Balotelli and his speed. As Massa Rodriguez helped there by Gerardo Torrado. Flores. Zavala back to Torrado. Montolivo cuts it. Here's Montolivo. Offsides is Balotelli. Montolivo goes inside of Massa Rodriguez. Zavala now. Fouled by Giaccherini.
The reality for Mexico is that Gerardo Torrado has been a wonderful player for this team for many years, but his best days are behind him. And you can see when you have guys like De Rossi, like Montolivo, like Pirlo, physically he's not able to stay with them. And Mexico struggles then to get a hold of the ball in the middle of midfield.
Flores, too long. Met there by Gigi Buffon in this renovated Maracanã Stadium. Stadium that opened up 63 years ago today in a game between Rio de Janeiro All-Stars and Sao Paulo All-Stars. Named after Mario Filho, Brazilian journalist that became one of the biggest, if not the biggest, supporter of the efforts to build a stadium in Rio de Janeiro, one to be known as the biggest stadium in the world. Massa Rodriguez. Mario Balotelli goes down on a 3-on-1 by the Mexican defense.
Clearly a foul as Gerardo Flores comes from the side. doesn't get the ball. And Gerardo Torrado trips Balotelli from behind.
And here comes the dangers of Andrea Pirlo. Corona calling in the attention of Gerardo Flores. The man leading the so far four-man wall for Mexico. Corona knows of the dangers of one of the magicians at set pieces, Andrea Pirlo. Here's Pirlo with the shot. Goal for Italy. It's the magic right foot of Andrea Pirlo. 1-0.
You talk about quality. You talk about what he does in the middle of midfield. And yet in set pieces, he's just as dangerous. What a tremendous strike. This is just sumptuous. Delicious. Tasty from Pirlo. Are you kidding me? Nothing Corona could do. Well struck. Open over. No chance for Corona. 1-0 Italy.
Pure brilliance by Andrea Pirlo, celebrating his 100th cap for Italy, opening up the scoring here for the Azzurri. In Maracanã Stadium, Jerry Flores, as he waves the referee off, he wants play on. Chicharito, there was a foul. Jerry Flores said, no, come on, let us play. Mario Balotelli now, as Mexico has 4 in the back, 3-on-4 for Italy. Giaccherini brings it down with Massa Rodriguez tentatively marking him. Ricardo Montolivo. De Siglio. Pirlo's goal just puts an end on. Giaccherini puts an end on the shutout streak by Mexico. It ends at 346 minutes. That's the first goal Mexico has allowed since Jerry Benston from Honduras scored in San Pedro Sula in the 35th minute back in March. In an official match, of course, Giaccherini was on sides, and the goalie for that game was Ochoa.
And Roberto Martinez talked about it in the pregame. If you give Pirlo the sort of time that they gave him from the midfield on, he can hurt you with through balls. He can pick out passes. Mexico very fortunate that Giaccherini is not able to bring the ball down, as he had gotten in behind Gerardo Flores.
Italy ahead by a great free kick goal from Andrea Pirlo as we reach the 30th minute of the first half. Massa Rodriguez back for Corona. Offside was Chicharito, but here comes Barzagli fighting it off with Andres Guardado. A foul on Carlos Salcido by Claudio Marchisio.
Much has been made, Fernando, of the confidence or lack thereof from Mexico in 2013 and in qualifiers. We'll see how confident they are after going down early on to Italy.
As Giorgio Chiellini takes this one out of bounds. Giovanni Dos Santos looking for Chicharito, but he was already past the line of the ball. Giovanni will take this first corner kick in the match for Mexico. Surprisingly enough, it was Jerry Flores winning a lot of the crosses against Costa Rica back on Tuesday. Here comes Mexico. Moreno trying to get cleared. He was. Guardado putting the ball back in. Massa Rodriguez, last one to touch it. Chepo de la Torre, a man on a hot seat.
and getting hotter by the minute. What a great strike by Pirlo with pace, up and over. Corona, there's no chance.
Here's the long ball gathered by Gianluigi Buffon. Pirlo, the most important man on Italy's run at the finals in last year's European Championships in Poland and the Ukraine, scoring 1 goal in the process against Croatia. Coming up after this match, Bob Lee, Alexi Lalas, Roberto Martinez and Ruben Spocci will be in our FIFA Confederations Cup headquarters. Then at 5:45 Eastern, World Cup champion Spain will take on Uruguay. The FIFA Confederations Cup 2013, exclusively on ESPN, ESPN3, and watch ESPN. Guardado. Back for Gerardo Torrado. Short pass by Zavala. Torrado back for Moreno. Guardado cannot find Salcido, and Italy gathers the ball. Giovanni Dos Santos trying to steal away from Barzagli. Is that a penalty? Jose signals it. Penalty for Mexico. Barzagli bringing down Giovanni Dos Santos in the box.
And it's the attitude from Giovanni Dos Santos. It's the fight, it's the toughness, it's the things that Mexico haven't been doing throughout qualifiers. He wants it more, he needs it more. There's urgency in the way Giovanni Dos Santos is playing. Draws a penalty kick. Tremendous mistake here by Barzagli. Sloppy and silly. Clear penalty kick. Well done, Giovanni Dos Santos. Showing a fight that he hasn't shown at times this year.
And it will be Chicharito, the last man to take a penalty kick in this squad for Mexico. Did so back on June 3rd of last year against Brazil. Chicharito Hernandez trying to tie things up from the spot. Against an experienced goalkeeper as Gigi Buffon. And how much does that play back in the mind of the Manchester United striker? Chicharito to tie it up here at Maracanã. Here's Chicharito. Goal! Mexico! Brushing aside the demons. Chicharito ties it up at Maracanã.
Well taken penalty kick by Javier Chicharito Hernandez. But it's the attitude of Giovanni Dos Santos. It's the fight to draw the penalty kick. Well taken. Buffon goes the wrong way. Chicharito, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Knows exactly what he's doing. A goal scorer of his quality. No mistake. Well done, Mexico. Good reaction. We got ourselves a ball game here, Fernando.
It's the 7th goal scored by Mexico in 2013, including friendlies. 5 of those have been scored by Javier Hernandez. This is his 33rd international goal. Tying Luis El Matador Hernandez in 4th place all time. Javier Aquino. I think that ball went off of the Villarreal forward. And we do have a match. It's 1-1 at Maracanã.
And you have to think that Mexico now, if they didn't have much to lose before, and the pressure had been lifted off this team in terms of coming into Confederations Cup and allowing themselves to express who they are as players, now that they've been able to come back in this game and tie it up, you feel like Mexico's confidence will grow from here.
Torrado. There's Montolivo. Giaccherini. Still fighting. Giaccherini was with Moreno and Massa Rodriguez.
And the back four from Mexico has struggled 37 minutes in to deal with Giaccherini. His movement off of the left-hand side and inside and interchanging places with Marquisio or Balotelli is creating a lot of issues for Mexico.
Hernandez, Chicharito, up the middle with Zavala. Aquino on the side. Far post for Guardado, cannot get the cross through as Mattia De Siglio took advantage of Aquino, leaving that ball just a bit long. Montolivo now up the middle with Daniele De Rossi. De Siglio again. Abate. Abate with his cross. Be a throw-in for Italy. We'll get confirmation of the yellow card on Andrea Barzagli after bringing down Giovanni Dos Santos in the box. What turned out to be the penalty taken by Chicharito to tie things up. There's 2 goals we've seen so far here at Maracanã, being this one the first official FIFA match played in this stadium since the last game of the 1950 World Cup. Come the first goal scored after Alcides Didia shook the world.
Well, and we saw a piece yesterday with the significance of that goal and of that game on the Brazilian people and what it meant and how much still haunts this great soccer nation.
183,000 fans entered the stadium for that last match of the 1950 World Cup. What forever since then has been known as the Maracanazo, when Uruguay beat Brazil in one of the biggest, if not the biggest, upset in the history of the sport.
And both coaches and players from both teams talked about the importance of playing here in Maracanã.
Montolivo looking for Balotelli. Will be a goal kick for Mexico.
Cesare Prandelli said, and I quote, that as a kid in Orsinuovi, Italy, Maracanã was my heaven. Imagine when he walked onto the stadium what that meant to him.
I'm sure that every kid in the world growing up wanting to be a professional football player wants to play in certain hallowed grounds of the sport. This is being one of them. Pirlo with a great ball for Daniele De Rossi. Giaccherini. Too quick. Trying to create some space for Daniele De Rossi. It's Aquino back for Massa Rodriguez. Dangerous pass by Massa. Montolivo. Or it's Marquisio and Balotelli. Balotelli with a shot. Corona gathers it, but Massa Rodriguez being extremely dangerous for its own team in the back.
It's sloppy, and it's the 3rd or 4th time that Massa Rodriguez has made the kind of mistake that you just don't expect from the captain of your national team. And it's something that he's done not only in this game, but he's done in the qualifiers and in friendlies that we've seen this year.
Chicharito, Salcido. Moreno. Chicharito again, Torrado. Aquino has some space. Mattia De Siglio decides to give him some space. Too long. From Aquino to Chicharito Hernandez.
And I understand the run by Chicharito Hernandez in trying to get him behind. But I would much rather, if I'm a Mexico national team fan, see Javier Aquino take De Siglio one-on-one and have Chicharito make the runs in the box with a second runner, whether that's Guardado or Dos Santos. Let Aquino take the guy one-on-one and put pressure on De Siglio.
Here's Andrea Pirlo as ESPN's exclusive coverage of the FIFA Confederations Cup continues Monday. Coverage begins at 2:45 Eastern when underdog Tahiti face off against John Obi Mikel and Nigeria. Great pass for Abate. Near post, it was Balotelli as Corona puts a hand on that one. Guardado. Torrado. Great give and go. Daniele De Rossi down there to slide tackle and take it out of bounds.
And you see the tremendous ball by Andrea Pirlo. And he comes from Salcido getting tucked inside. Guardado pushed up. There is space for Abate to get in behind. Pirlo finds him, and he breaks down the back four of Mexico.
Montolivo. De Siglio. Again for Ricardo Montolivo. De Siglio. Giaccherini just passed on that one. There's a foul on Guardado.
And again, Mexico struggling to deal with Giaccherini talking inside, Marquisio talking inside. Gerardo Jerry Flores is getting caught inside, and now all of a sudden you allow De Siglio to get in behind. Time and time again, both Abate and De Siglio are able to get in behind, as both Salcido and Gerardo Jerry Flores get caught inside, chasing Marquisio and chasing Giaccherini.
Dos Santos, Aquino. Time and time again, Alejandro, we've talked about the lack of companions for Chicharito Hernandez up front. But we also have to mention that Oribe Peralta, probably the best companion that he can have up front. It's injured and out of action for at least another month with a knee injury. And Carlos Vela, arguably the most informed striker that Mexico has in international club competition, is not being called upon to represent the Mexican national side.
Well, he has been called upon, and he has refused the call-ups. And so now he's essentially a forgotten man in Mexican soccer.
Forgotten by Chepo de la Torre, not by the rest of Mexican fans, when Mexico's lacking goal opportunities. As De Siglio. Far post cross met on by Carlos Salcido. Guardado. Moreno, Salcido, Guardado again. Andrea Pirlo. Giaccherini. In between two men goes Balotelli, and Corona has to come out to get that ball. Another bad pass from the back. Ricardo Montolivo over to Andrea Pirlo. Abate. De Rossi, De Siglio now. Giaccherini. De Rossi goes past Andrés Guardado. The cross. This time Massa Rodriguez clears it with the header. Has to be said as well, Alejandro, there is with Cesare Prandelli, that Italy has gained a love affection for the ball again. De Siglio gives the ball its due relevance on a team that grew up thinking that the game even maybe so was better played without the ball.
Well, for anybody that loves attacking soccer, you ought to thank Cesare Prandelli, because he has tried to strip away some of the El Catenaccio tendencies, the dead ball tendencies that used to lock down results for Italy in the past. And he has tried to inject this team not only with the ability to showcase flair and talent, but have the ball, create chances, be explosive in attack. And you can see the quality of Italian players. At times, they have been very cynical in the way they've played in the past. It has worked out for them, but you would much rather see an Italian team that is trying to play like the ones under Cesare Prandelli.
As the long ball by Andrea Barzagli sails over Mario Balotelli's head. We've seen an exciting first half here at Maracana. Mario Balotelli creating chances at the beginning, only to be met by José de Jesús Corona. As Enrique Ose's whistle puts an end to the first half, it's 1-1 at Maracanã. Andrea Pirlo with a free kick. Chicharito Hernandez from the penalty spot. We'll go back to the Confederations Cup.